Hello, and welcome to week 3 Gothtober vlog. Wow, we're in week 3, can you believe it? So today what I've got planned for my reading is quite a lot. I like to multi-read, so we're going to be dip diving into a lot of these. I want to read some of my buddy reads, one chapter of Artemis Fowl as I'm supposed to every day, some more of Anna Karenina, and I actually have done this. I've already read 25 pages this morning, but I'm hoping to get even further. And then we've got Kingdom of Copper, and I'm hoping to do a little bit of work, read a chapter, a little bit of work, read a chapter. I also want to get started today, The Bone Snatchers by Charlotte Salter, and this is for university, so I kind of need to read this week. We are gonna, I don't know, this could fit the bone prompt because it's got a bone on the cover, and if you remove the dust jacket, which I should do right now, seeing as I don't read my hardcovers with the dust jacket on, it's even got a bone on the spine, which means I should move the Magic Toy Shop over to another category. I'm not sure which one yet, but we'll figure that out at the end of the readathon, so hopefully I can get started in this. It's like the first time I've been assigned young adult reading in a module with Warwick. And the writing is very big, there's not that many words on a page. I'm hoping to be able to race through this. But now what I'm going to be doing is an online study session with Sabine from Sabine's Book Nook. We're going to just both be on a video chat while we both study separately. Guess who smashed and broke her ring light? This very upset booktuber. Hello, we're back in the dark room for some reading sprints. I did just smash my ring light, which I've had for the past 4 years. I'm just going to order another one, but it's probably going to take a while before it arrives because of the pandemic, so there'll be no more filming in the evenings when it's dark, but only by the daylight. And we've been having really bad weather lately, so I don't know how much daylight sunshininess we're going to have, but either which way, the Twitter sprints are happening. I'm hosting them and they've already started, but I will be reading Joni. As I mentioned before, Gothtober reading sprints are just for Gothtober books. I left at like a really good point, so I'm really excited to get back in, and I'll be back in 40 minutes. I just finished the reading sprint and I managed to read another 45 pages of Joni, which puts me at just under halfway, about 10 pages from halfway. And honestly, I felt like crying. I was doing that thing where I internally cry. I'm feeling a lot of emotions reading this one. I feel like it's very important to mention that this is a Christian person writing this book, so Christian beliefs are very entwined with everything that she's going through with her disability in every which way. I feel angry reading this at times. I feel sad reading this at times. I just feel there's so many emotions. Good morning, hello, and welcome to this next part of the vlog. So we're going to open this, and this is, it's a poster. So I don't know if you've seen in my room, but I have a big poster of Cabeswater, and I do have some other things that I usually stick on my walls when I move in somewhere, like into university, but most of my stuff I just keep in boxes when I'm at home, seeing as I move around so much, so I don't really need to unpack every time I return home. However, I've ended up being here longer than usual, so I decided to put the Cabeswater poster up, and I've decided to buy a new art print. So I thought I'm going to put this one up too, and that art print is right here. I really love this. Can you see that? It is gorgeous. It is so gorgeous. So this is a big poster of a black girl with a beautiful afro, and she's just like holding, like she's kneeling down kind of, and I'm in love with it. I really wanted to get it once I saw that my sister was getting exactly the same one as she moved into a new place in London, and I thought it would just be a good reminder of black beauty, black femininity, and just, I don't know, that black hair and black body and black self is beautiful. I've definitely been learning that over the years. It's been a long process from when I was younger to now, and it would be great to have a reminder of that on my walls all of the time. I'll leave a link to this down below. I got it off of Society6. So now let's do a reading update of everything that I am currently reading, which is a lot of books, as always. So The first one I want to talk about is Artemis Fowl. It made me laugh, okay? It made me laugh. Every single Artemis Fowl book has managed to make me laugh, and if you know me, you know I love comedy. I follow, like, apart from BookTube, the only other thing I really watch on YouTube is comedy. I love comedy films. My favourite TV shows tend to be comedy ones, except for Doctor Who, because I really love to laugh, and I feel like laughing is healthy, laughing is good, and Artemis Fowl makes me laugh every single time, so that's making me very happy. Then we have Manhattan Transfer by John Dos Passos, and this one I need to read for class. Our tutor is very understanding of the fact that this is big and it's got small print, so he said we only have to read half of it by Monday and then the other half is next week. So I've started it. I'm about 26 pages in, but I might have to reread those 26 pages because honestly I retained nothing when I read this morning. I didn't have a good night last night. I didn't manage to fall asleep until around 3 a.m. I think, so that tiredness is definitely wearing on me and it's making me very hard for me to focus. Kingdom of Copper, I've definitely been making headway. We're over halfway. I do think this book has a bit of an issue with pacing. I would have wanted more things to have happened by now, but that said, we as readers know more than the characters know, and I always love when that happens because it just ups the anticipation of you wanting the characters to catch up to speed with everything that you know. And some of the things that we've discovered, wow. I did not start the Bone Snatchers. I decided to focus on Manhattan Transfer because I have that class first and then my Bone Snatchers class comes afterwards. Anna Karenina, I finished part 3, which was good to have finished. It ended on such a dark note. We've also got a lot of descriptions about nature in this one, which is, I like nature descriptions, but then this kind of went into the technical side of farming and I'm not that interested in that anymore. I went through 2 years of environmental science and I do not really want to rehash it, even though it's good knowledge to have. Love some of the discussions that they have in this one. But we're putting it on pause again because Hannah's got crunch week and I am a mess, and then you know what I read of this last night and But as for today, I'm going to be doing more reading and hopefully a little bit of studying. And we're also going to go hopefully to a secondhand bookshop today. I just need to go online and check that it's still open because of COVID is ramping up in the Netherlands and we've entered another stage of lockdown. So I just want to check to see if it's going to be open. But if it is, you'll see some footage of me browsing the secondhand bookshop and hopefully I can take some of my books and donate them. Because of the unhaul that I did, I still need to find place for 10 new books to go to. So I'm hoping to bring 4 of them there and maybe do another free little library trip soon. Okay, so we're back from the bookshop and I donated 5 books to the secondhand bookshop, which means I think I've only got like 5 to 7 more books to get rid of from my unhaul, and we're planning to take a walk to the Free Little Library tomorrow and I'm going to drop off 2 at the Free Little Library, so that's very good. The unfortunate thing is I got some books and I shouldn't have got any books because of the rule that I have where I only buy 2 books a month, and I've already bought my 2 books for October, so I've definitely gone over. But I'm telling you, it's so rare to find secondhand English language books for cheap in the Netherlands, and I saw some I really wanted and I had to get them. I've also just had a tough month, okay? I broke my ring light. I decided to treat myself to these books, so eventually I'm gonna have to film another book haul, but maybe an end of the year book haul in December, I think. But yes, I'm excited for these new books. 2 days ago I did a workout and I didn't actually show you guys. I didn't want to show you my daily workouts every single day just because I felt like it'd get repetitive and boring, and this is not me doing a clothing workout, so workouts are not the main part of this vlog. But I do work out typically every day except for Sunday. However, for the past 2 days I've been in absolute agony because in one of my cardio workouts we had to do jump lunges, and I rarely ever do jump lunges because it rarely ever comes up. They're very challenging, they're very hard, and my inner thighs are always on fire. So I haven't been able to work out yesterday, but I want to work out today because I already miss it. So I decided I'm going to do an arms workout, which is just going to be training my arms and no other body part, so it can't hurt, can't give me more muscle pain on my legs or anything, so that's good. And it's one that you've already actually seen me do in these Gothtober vlogs, but I'm just going to do it again, and I guess you're going to see some of it now. We got rid of some books, but it's Sunday, which means it's time for Shakespeare Sunday. I'm really excited to read a Shakespeare play because I have so far been reading... Oh, it's not even here, it's in my bedroom because I read it in my bedroom. I've been reading Manhattan Transfer by John Dos Passos, and I've read 50 pages and it is the most boring thing ever. I don't like it. So excited. I'm going to read Cymbeline. I'm just here to quickly let you know that I finished reading Cymbeline by Shakespeare and I loved it. I thought it was entertaining, it was dramatic, it has a lot of the Shakespeare stereotypes that are just very entertaining. Like the ending is kind of a Midsummer Night's Dream kind of ending. There's some poisoning going on like in Romeo and Juliet. There's like lots and lots of drama in this one. It's quite long, but I really enjoyed it. And I just finished reading my 2 chapters of Artemis Fowl and it made me laugh so much. I'm enjoying it so much, even though I think the storyline with one group of characters who are separate to the other is more entertaining than the other, because the other one is dealing with some mental health representation, which is interesting. I don't want to judge if the mental health is done well or not without reading a bit further because it's kind of just getting started, but it's mental health rep in a fantasy-like setting, so it is a fantasy mental health illness, but it echoes those that we really see in our world as well. Simone just finished reading her first Gothtober book, which is The Goldfinch, and here she is to give you her opinions. What did you think of The Goldfinch, Simone?
I really liked it. I liked what it said about art and sort of some of the existential questions that it raised. I think it could have been comparable to a book like Wicked by Gregory Maguire, and how it discusses morals by showing us a life, an example of different forces that had effects on his life and the effect of grieving and all that. I thought it was really interesting. I liked it.
Yay, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Oh, what's going to be your next Gothtober read?
Spooky Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Where did you get that from?
A Lumacrate box.
One of those boxes?
Yeah, it's one of those boxes. It's Tuesday and you'll actually be seeing more of me tomorrow because I've decided that, you know, studying or reading for uni every single day is not healthy. There's a reason the weekend exists, but with students I feel like the weekend can just get forgotten. So I'm going to try and make Wednesday my weekend day, where I do absolutely no reading towards uni and no studying towards uni, and just read whatever I want and just have some time to do other things like cleaning, like doing things I want to do, I don't know. But now we're here because it's Tuesday and I need to talk about a book I just finished, and that is The Bone Snatchers by Charlotte Salter. I really enjoyed this book. This is the kind of book I imagined reading for Gothtober. It's creepy, it's eerie, it's got monsters, it's got these scary twins. And I can't wait to tell you about it in my wrap up because it's going to be a lot of fun. I did have some quibbles with it, some small things, but overall I really enjoyed this. I think it would make a fantastic film. Haven't even told you what it's about, and I'll try and give a good synopsis in my wrap up, but this was really enjoyable and it can definitely count towards many Gothtober prompts, so I'll have fun deciding which one's going to fit in where. For the rest of the, well, I've got a class on this today, which is another reason why I had to finish it this morning, doing things a bit late once again. And yeah, I don't have big reading plans for the rest of the day. So I just got done filming my Tales by Mel unboxing, which should be up by the time you see this. I also painted my nails red, blood red nails. I've also decided a few things for my Gothtober vlogs, and that is that this is going to be the last Gothtober week-long vlog. I'm feeling a bit burned out with doing vlogs and that every week that I have is the same, so I don't feel like it's that interesting to keep vlogging weekly. But instead of that, I will still have something for week 4. It's just not going to be a week-long vlog, but it's going to be 2 days in the life, and it's going to be a realistic play-by-play of what my life is like, which is going to be partly inspired by Emma Book's video that she just posted yesterday or the other day and I watched, which was a realistic week in her life, but I'll just be doing 2 days. Just cruising in quickly to close up this vlog. I know the ending was a little bit abrupt, but we've got the day in the life videos coming. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please let me know in the comment section down below, what are you currently reading? Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, hit the subscribe button if you want to see more, and don't you forget to hit the notification bell to be updated every time I have a new video. And you know what they say, onwards and upwards. Excelsior!